Hello, my name is Souha. I would like to talk about two adventurers, Eric and Matthew Gilbertson. Yeah, I have read some of their stories in their book, Mountain Adventurers. And I like to talk about their trip to Olympic Mountain, which is located in Olympus Peninsula, west of Seattle. This trip made me understand somehow about the adventurer mind. Eric and Matthew decided to conquer this mountain, which is higher than their height thousands of times. And after they checked in the park, some rangers warned them against the danger of avalanches. But although of that, they decided to evaluate the conditions themselves. And on this basis, they went on their trip and they continued it. It was about 22 miles. They had to hike up to the rainforest, then and over 5,000 feet of fearful ranges. Then they had to continue up until to the basic camp at Glacier Meadows. This was their trip. What was interesting about the adventurers is that they think in a way that is different from rest of us. Because when the rangers warned them against the danger, they didn't give up, but they tried to understand, and they could have done that. It was very hard. It was very severe trip because with every step they made in this trip, they had to spend a lot of energy. They have to make a lot of labor, a great judgment, and a quick understanding, because sometimes they had to avoid the dangers, so they had to climb or descend in the valley, go down to the valley, then climb to the mountain just to avoid the dangerous road. And while they were walking, with every step they had to use ice axes, they had to use snowshoes, and they had to switch them sometimes because in some places there was snow and in some other places there was no snow. In addition to that, they have to evaluate, and they have to find sometimes bridges to cross canyons. They have to walk around to avoid all these dangers. So I understood from this book that the adventurer always try to challenge, always try to beat difficulties. That is what makes difference between them and between the rest of the ordinary people. And what was interesting about this book that you can really enjoy reading it because you can feel like you were with them walking. Sometimes you can feel worried about them from danger. Sometimes you can sense the beauty of the nature around them, the cold, the fresh air, the greatness of the nature, and how strong the nature is in comparison to the human being. But the human being has a big mind to conquer the difficulties in the nature. So it was a very interesting book. I would like to say to Eric and Matthew that it was very enjoyable reading about their book, and they deserve the best future because they deserve just they deserve. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Very good.